Hello, children. Uh, Today we will start our exercise that is 7.5 of chapter number 7 integral. So, in this exercise, we will learn the form of partial fraction. Okay. So, in this exercise, you will learn how can we find out the integral by partial fraction method. Fine. So, here this table is given to you. First of all, you should know, suppose any fraction is given to you. So see, here I am writing the fraction. Suppose x square plus 1 over x minus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 3 is given. Okay, so this fraction is given to you and you have to find out the integral of this using partial fraction method. So first of all, to apply this method, you should know this fraction must be in proper fraction. Proper fraction means what? The degree of denominator, that means this one, the degree of denominator must be greater than the degree of numerator. Okay, this is your first point which you have to keep in your mind. Okay, the degree of denominator must be greater than the degree of numerator. Okay, if you will get that kind of fraction, then you can directly apply the partial fraction. Fine. If the degree is equals to, suppose here when you will solve this equation, you will multiply the denominator terms, so the highest degree will be 2. Okay, here the highest degree is also 2. So this is not a proper fraction, so you cannot apply partial fraction in this. Are you getting my points? So what you will do, you will divide this first. How will you divide? So I will solve some question related to that, then you will understand. Okay, so so the most important thing which you have to keep in your mind is that the degree of denominator must be more than the degree of numerator. Then you have to apply partial fraction. Now how can you apply this? Okay, suppose here this is your first part. If your rational function is in this form, okay, upar there is any linear equation is given to you, and here you have a denominator like this. So as we can see, the degree of denominator is more than the degree of numerator. So if you will get any fraction in this form, so you can convert that into like this. Okay, a is any variable, a upon this plus b upon this. Okay, when you will apply this concept in any question, then you will understand. Fine. So first of all, here you have to know how can you apply. If there is in second part, if you will get any fraction in this form, here in denominator you are getting whole square, so you can convert that fraction like this. Got it? Fine. So in third part, if you will get any fraction here, you in numerator part you are getting a quadratic equation. Okay, but in denominator here you have a 3 factors. Okay, so you can convert that like this. Fine. If you have an equation, a fraction like this, so you can convert that fraction like this. Okay, the square part you can write a upon this one, then b upon this whole square plus c upon this. Okay, so this is a type of fraction which you can convert in partial fraction like this. Fine. So in the first part, if we here this is any quadratic equation, if you are getting any quadratic equation, the denominator part, So you can write like this: a over first fraction plus b upon px plus c over this one. Okay, so this is a basic formulas which you will apply in this exercise. Got it? So now I'm going to solve the question numbers 1 of this exercise. Fine, and I will tell you which formula you are applying in this. Okay, so just learn all these first of all. Now see children, this is your question number 1. Okay, and we have to find out the integral of this. Fine, so here I'm writing the formula, that is the formula number 1. Okay, which was px plus q over x minus a x minus b, that is equals to a over x minus a plus b over x minus b. So this is your form. Fine, which we will use in this question. So from here you can see that the degree of denominator is more as compared to degree of numerator. So this is a proper fraction. Fine, so it is in this form. Fine, because in a numerator you have a linear equation, so x is also a linear equation. Fine, and here you have a two fractions like this. Don't worry about the sign. Fine, so here you have two factors, here you also have a two factors. So we can write this one x over x plus 1 and x plus 2 like this: a over x plus 1 plus b over x plus 2. Got it? So we are writing like this. So here a over this first factor and b over the second factor. Similarly, here you have to a over this first factor and b over this factor. Now you have to take LCM, so you will get a x plus 2 plus b x plus 1 over x plus 1 x plus 2. Fine, and here this x over x plus 1 and x plus 2, this and this term will cancel out. Fine, so you will get x is equals to a x plus 2 b x plus 1. Okay, so this is your final equation. Now you can solve this equation number 1, suppose. Fine, actually this is your equation number 1 and no need to give the name of this equation. Fine, so this was your equation number 1. So here what I am doing, I am comparing the coefficient of x both sides. So here the coefficient of x here coming, so you will take 1, that is equals to the coefficient of x will be a here. When you will multiply this a, you will get ax plus 2a. Okay, here I am multiplying also ax plus 2a plus bx plus b. Fine, so if you compare the coefficient of x both side, so here you will get 1, or here the coefficient of x is a only, this is a constant term, here this is coefficient of x will be b, and this is constant term. So you will get this if you compare the coefficient of x only. So this is our equation number 2. Now we are comparing the constant term both side. So constant term means what? So here we have a x only, so there is no constant term. So you will take 0, that is equals to the constant term. Here on the right hand side you have 2a plus and similarly b. So 2a plus b you will get. So this is your equation number 3. Fine, now you can solve these two equations using elimination method. So I am solving these two. Here b are both are same, so I am just changing the sign. So this and this will cancel out, and here you will get minus a, that is equals to 1. So your a will be minus 1. So this is the value of a. When you will put this value of a in equation number 2, So here you will get, at a place of a, I'm writing -1 plus b. So your b will be 2. Your a is -1, your b is 2. Fine. Now you have to put this value of a and b in equation number 1. So I am erasing this step. Okay. So please note it down. Your a is coming -1, your b is 2. Fine. So I am putting this in your equation number 1. So you will get x over x plus 1, x plus your a is -1 and your b was 2. Okay, so after putting the value of a and b, you will get this statement. Now just you have to write integrating both sides. You have to use the sign of integration. So integration x into dx, x plus 1, x plus 2, that is integration of -1 over x plus 1 into dx plus integration 2 over x plus 2 into dx. Fine. Now as you know that the integration of this would be log x plus 1 plus 2 will come outside. Integration this would be log x plus 2 plus c. Fine. So this is the required integral of question number 1. Okay, so this is how we can solve the question number 1 of this exercise. Got it? Now the next question is question number 2. The question number 2 is 1 over x square minus 9. Okay, so what you have to do, we can write this x minus 3 and x plus 3. Okay, so the same concept which we have done in your question number 1, you have to apply. Okay, so here I'm writing this. So as you can see, the degree of denominator is more than the degree of numerator, so it is a proper fraction. So we can write this like this. Okay, after that again what you have to do, you have to take the LCM here. So LCM would be this one over x minus 3 and x plus 3, and this will remain the same. Okay, so this and this whole term will cancel out. So you will get a is equals to a x plus 3a plus bx minus 3b. Got it? So actually that was your equation number 1. So after solving, you will get this equation. Okay, now again we are comparing the coefficient of x both side. Coefficient of x, if you will compare, so here you have only constant term. Okay, so here you have a constant term only, so you will take 0. 0 is equals to coefficient of x, here we have a, and coefficient of x, here we have b. So you will get this equation. This is equation number 2. Fine. Here we are comparing the constant term now. Constant term. Compare constant term both sides. So here you have a constant term, that is 1. So 1 is equals to this is not a constant term. This is the constant term. So you will take 3a. This is not a constant term. So you will take this one minus 3b. This is the constant term. This and this is your constant term. So you have to take this. And this is your equation number 3. Fine. Now you have to solve these equation number 2 and 3, and you have to find the value of a and b. So here a plus b is equals to 0. 3a minus 3b, that is equals to 1. So what I'm doing, I'm multiplying this equation by 3 and this by 1, so that I can make the coefficient of a, I can make both are must be equal. So this 3 into this a, you will get 3a plus 3b, that is equal to 0. And when you will multiply this by 1, so you will get 3a minus 3b, that is equals to 1. So as you can see here, the coefficient of a and b both are coming same. So here this is plus, this is minus, so this b and b you can cancel because they are coming equal. Okay, and you don't need to change the sign. And this 3a plus 3a, that would be 6a, that is equals to 1. So your a would be 1 by 6. Fine. So from this you will get a would be 1 by 6. Put this value of a here. So you will get b is equal to minus 1 by 6. Got it? So here you have a value of a and b, so which you have to put in equation number 1. And you have to show all these calculation in your exam. Fine. Got it? So I am erasing these two. So at a place of a, I am putting 1 by 6. And similarly here at a place of b, I am putting 1 minus 1 by 6. So you will get x plus 3 here. And the same term you have to copy here. Fine. Now we are showing integration both sides. This is dx over x minus 3 x plus 3, that is equals to 1 by 6 integration dx over x minus 3 minus 1 by 6 integration dx over x plus 3. Got it? Now this is your 1 by 6 and this would be log x minus 3 minus 1 by 6. This would be log x plus 3 plus c. And the same step you have to copy here. And again you can simplify this one. So if you take 1 by 6 as common, so you will take log x minus 3 and minus log x plus 3. So you can write log x minus 3 over x plus 3 plus c. So this is your final answer. This is the required integral of this fraction. This is 3. Got it? This is how you can solve your question number 2 of this exercise. After that, children, question number 3, question number 4 and question number 5. They are very simple question and you can solve all these 3 questions using the same concept which we have used in question number 1. Okay. Or in question number 5, just you have to split the middle term of the denominator. When you will split the middle term of the denominator, you will get the fraction as you will get, you have seen in question number 1 and 2. So now that question you can solve. Okay. Next is your question number 6. So here now I am leaving this type. I will solve the question number 6 after solving question number 7 and question number 8. Okay, then I will come on question number 6. So right now I am solving question number 7. See here, x over x square plus 1 over x minus 1, this is given to us and we have to find out the integral of this fraction. Okay, so this is another type of your formulas. Okay, in this question you have to use your equation number 5, formula number 5, okay, which was bx square plus qx plus r over x minus a x square plus bx plus c. Okay, this is your quadratic equation. So it is like in this form, x square plus 1. Okay, so we can write this like a over x minus a plus b over x square plus bx plus c. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. So here you also have a quadratic equation, that is x square plus 1. So what you will do with this type of question, this is a general formula जो कि आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए. ओके, x over x square plus 1 and then x minus 1. Okay, the same question you have to write here, that is equals to a over the here the your quadratic equation, this is coming first. So just wait, I have written the wrong form. This is correct now. Okay, if you have a quadratic equation now, so in the numerator part you have to write like this, bx plus c. So in the first part you have a quadratic equation, this one, so you will write ax plus b over this x square plus 1, okay, plus c over this second fraction, x minus 1. Got it? Is it clear this? Is it clear now? Now this is your equation number 1. Fine. So again you have to take LCM. This ax plus b, x minus 1, c x square plus 1. The same thing which you have to do here as which you have done in question number 1, 2. Okay, over x square plus 1, x minus 1, x over x square plus 1, and this would be x minus 1. So this and this term will cancel out and you will get x is equals to ax plus b, and this would be x minus 1 plus c x square plus 1. So you will get this equation. Okay, so in this question I am not inserting these numbers. Fine. So here what I am doing, I am just comparing coefficient of x square first. Here the coefficient of x square is not there, so you will write 0 is equals to, when you multiply these two you will get ax square. The coefficient of x square would be a here. This a will, only a will come here, and here you will get c. So you will get this equation, a plus c equals to 0. This is your equation number 2. When you will compare coefficient of x square. Now I am comparing coefficient of x only. I am not writing the full coefficient, I am just writing COFF to understand. Please understand it. Okay, coefficient of x. So when you will multiply this equation, so here the coefficient of x is 1 on your left hand side. Here x is coming, the coefficient of x would be 1, you will take here, and when you will multiply this one, so you will get minus a and plus b, and here the coefficient of x will not come. So this is your equation number 3. Are you getting my points? Okay. Now if you will compare coefficient, if you compare constant terms both side, compare constant term both side. So here the coefficient constant term is not there, so you will take 0. So constant term is minus b here. If you're getting a problem, so you can multiply these. Okay, if you multiply, you will then you can solve it. Fine. So coefficient here I am taking the coefficient of constant terms only. So constant term will be minus b and the coefficient constant term will be plus c. So this is your equation number 4. After getting this equation 2, 3 and 4, now you need to find out the value of ABC. So what I am doing, I am adding 2, 3 and 4. When you will add, your A and A will cancel out, your B and B will cancel out. Okay, so you will write on the, first of all I am adding the left hand side terms. This is 0, here is 1, here is 0. So 0 plus 1 plus 0, that is equals to A plus C, this A plus C plus, and you will write minus A plus B, this term, then plus, you will get this term. So this will here only minus B will come, minus B plus C. Got it? So here you can see A and A will cancel out and your B and B will cancel out. So you will get 2C, that is equals to 1. So your C will be 1 by 2. Okay, if your C is 1 by 2, so your A would be minus 1 by 2. If you put C here, the C is 1 by 2, when it will come here, you will get the value of A. So your A would be minus 1 by 2. And similarly, if your C is 1 by 2, your B will be 1 by 2. If you will see in equation number 4. So here you have a value of A, B and C. Fine. So this value of ABC you have to put here. Got it? So what I am doing here, now I am erasing all these steps. Okay. Okay, now I am putting the A was minus 1 by 2. This is your 1 by 2 over x square plus 1. This is also your 1 by 2 over x minus 1. And the same fraction you have to copy here. Got it? Now I am taking integration sign both sides. This is your dx, x into dx, x square plus 1, x minus 1, that is equals to minus 1 by 2 will come common, and here it x minus 1 will come over x square plus 1, okay, into dx plus half dx over x minus 1. Okay, so now you have to simplify this. Okay, I know now you can integrate both of them. Fine, integrate it and finally you will get the answer. This is your homework. Solve it. Okay. Now this is your question number 8 of your NCERT. Okay, so this form of the fraction is given to us and we have to find out the integral of this. Fine. So first of all, I have written the general formula. So this is a general formula which you will use in this question. This is a general form. Fine. So your fraction is in this form. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm writing here, this is your question, that is equal to a over x minus 1 plus b over x minus 1 whole square plus c over x plus 2, like this. And after, now you have to take the LCM. After taking LCM, you will get this equation. This denominator and denominator term will cancel out, so I'm not showing it. So after solving, you will get this equation. Okay, now you have to find out the value of this variable a, b and c, and you have to put this value of the variable a, b, c in this equation. This is your equation number 1. Okay, in this equation you have to put this value. This is your equation number 1. Fine. So how will you solve this equation? See, put x equals to 1 in this equation. When you will put x equals to 1, so this whole term will come 0, and when you put x equals to 1, this c will be 0. So your x will be 1 is equals to this, only b part will come, that is if you will put x equals to 1, so you will get 3, that is 3b. So your b would be 1 by 3. So this is the value of b. So if you put x equals to minus 2, so this term will be 0, this term would be 0, and you will get the value of c. So minus 2, here x is coming, so that's why I'm writing minus 2, because we are putting x equals to minus 2. So minus 2 is equals to this a would be 0, this term would be 0, and here when you will put x equals to minus 2, you will get 9c, because it will come minus 3. The square of minus 3 would be 9. So c would be minus 2 by 9. Okay. Now I'm comparing coefficient of x square both sides to get the value of a. Here the coefficient of x square is not coming, so you will take 0. So here a is only coming, and here only c is coming. So c was minus 2 by 9, so your a would be 2 by 9. So put this value of a, b and c in this equation number 1. So when you will put, that would be 2 by 9 over x minus a, plus your b is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 will come, that is 1 by x minus, just wait, this here 1 will come, x minus this b x minus 1 whole square, plus your c was 2 by 9, c was minus 2 by 9, that is x plus 2. And on the right, on the left hand side, you have to write this. Now simply you have to take the integration sign both sides. Integral x into dx integral of this, that is equals to integral of this, 2 by 9 will come outside, that is dx over x minus 1 plus 1 by 3 will come outside, integration of x minus 1 whole square minus 2 by 9 integration of x plus 2 will come. Now just you have to find the integral and you will get the final answer. So this is your homework. Okay, you have to find the integral of this one. Okay, now try the question of this exercise. Fine. Question number 6 I will solve in the next video. Fine. Question number 7, 8, 9. In 9, just you have to find out the factors of the denominator. If you're not, this is your homework. If you're not able to solve, please ask. Question number 10 is your homework. Question number 11 is also your homework. Question number 12 I will solve. Question number 13 you can solve. Question number 14, this is your homework. Up to question number 14, except question number 6 and question number 12. Fine. You can solve. This is your homework. So try it. Fine. If you are getting any doubt, please ask without hesitation. Okay, bye bye children. God bless you.